Welcome to Project Partners series on the benefits of Oracle Cloud ERP for the engineering and construction industry. This industry is no stranger to challenges, whether it's complex project management needs or stringent budget controls. Amidst these challenges lies an opportunity to revolutionize the way projects are planned, executed, and managed. Oracle's Cloud ERP empowers organizations to unlock efficiency and achieve unprecedented levels of success. Our experts will explore how you can protect your margins and improve them with Cloud ERP in today's episode.
Niraj, what functionality in Oracle Cloud ERP helps improve margins?
So there are multiple elements in the cloud ERP that would basically help an organization overall, improve their margins. Now, there are some functions like, the OCR related invoice scanning functions that would basically automatically scan your vendor invoices into the system. So you don't really have to have a lot of AP clerks doing manual entry into the application for your invoices, automation of the approval process with, workflows and things like that. And then also from a general ledger perspective, right, the built-in Essbase database under the general ledger provides for, real-time roll-ups of information. So you have visibility into how you're doing against your organization budgets and your forecast in real time, right? But besides that, for a project-driven company, the core functions, the margin functions come from the project applications, right? Managing your projects. And that is where the cloud ERP with the PPM module provides for the ability to really plan for your margins up front based on your budgets, and make sure that your execution budget is going to be as close to what you think you're going to basically execute from the perspective, maybe different from as sold, but different from that perspective. And then going into execution, basically the ability to track all of your costs in near real time, review your commitments in real time, submit your forecasts. So everybody has visibility into where your project's at. Look at your issues, look at your schedules, look at your resources, and then do your invoicing and revenue recognition, seamlessly out of the box with standard functionality. All of these go in a long way in basically helping you improve margins using the cloud ERP applications.
Bruce, can you explain the specific cost-saving benefits and potential financial impacts of Oracle Cloud ERP in eliminating the need for on-premise servers and associated maintenance costs for E&C organizations?
Sure. Traditionally, EBS required organizations to purchase servers and set up and maintain an IT infrastructure from a people and hardware perspective. With the adoption of Oracle Cloud ERP, organizations can now realize cost savings by shifting their focus to their core competencies and reduce their overall cost and risk. These cost savings would come in the form of reduced personnel, hardware and software costs related to IT infrastructure. And in addition, the quarterly release patches that are leveraged by Oracle, these eliminate the need to conduct major upgrades on the product as you go forward.
And Bruce, how does Oracle Cloud ERP ensure data security and protection for E&C companies, thus reducing the risk for potential financial losses related to IT infrastructure or server vulnerabilities?
By allowing E&C firms to focus on their core competencies rather than IT infrastructure, Oracle Cloud ERP shifts the risk of designing and maintaining your IT infrastructure to the hosting entity, which in this case would be Oracle, right? So Oracle's redundancy-driven approach eliminates any risk related to IT infrastructure and data server availability because of their redundant data systems and data centers they have across the country.
Can you explain the scalability and flexibility advantages that Oracle Cloud ERP offers in terms of adapting to changing business needs and demands? How does this translate into improved margins for E&C companies?
Sure. Oracle's quarterly release patch approach continually advances the scalability and the flexibility of Cloud ERP. Each quarter, Oracle issues patches that not only resolve bugs, but also provide product enhancements and new features, many of which are provided based upon customer suggestions. This approach ensures all customers are always on the latest release of the product. Item to note here is that even though Oracle patches the product every quarter, you're not required to adopt all the features and functionality that come in those patches, because there are separate setup steps that can be leveraged to enable those features as they come available to you.
So Bruce, how does Oracle Cloud ERP handle data storage and backup, ensuring data reliability and minimizing the risk of financial losses due to server failures or data loss incidents?
Well, as we mentioned earlier, Oracle's redundancy-driven approach, eliminates the risk related to IT infrastructure and server availability. When we're talking about redundancy, what we mean is the defense in depth at their data centers and the fact that they have data centers around the world. This also applies to their backup approach. Instances are backed up constantly. In addition, server performance and storage capacity are monitored constantly to eliminate the potential for any downtime due to server capacities being reached. The point to take away from all of this is that by migrating to Oracle Cloud ERP, you are removing the risk and cost associated with maintaining IT infrastructure and servers related to ERP and shifting that to Oracle. All of this is covered under your subscriptions to Oracle Cloud ERP.
And Neeraj, can you elaborate on the potential cost savings achieved by E&C companies through integrating Oracle Cloud ERP with a PMIS system?
Absolutely. There are fairly significant cost savings that can be achieved by E&C companies by adopting an integration of ERP application like Oracle Cloud ERP with a PMIS application. Let me give you a couple of examples here. Now, one is the ability to use a heavy-duty scheduling tool like Primavera P6, which is a PMIS application that can be integrated to the Cloud ERP. A lot of your customers for the E&C firms will require that you report progress and provide plan updates in a P6 format because they are internally managing their project plan in P6. By then using P6 as your native scheduling tool integrated into your ERP to manage your projects, you're not having to do the work twice, once in your ERP and once in PMIS. So you basically now have a single integrated system which you can then use to manage your projects and also provide updates to your clients without any double work involved. A second example of this is document management. When you work with construction or even with late stage engineering functions, there's a lot of collaboration that happens between various organizations, the contractor, the subcontractors, the vendor, the customer, the architects, the engineers, all of them have to collaborate together. And the means for this collaboration is really the documents, the RFIs, the submittals, and the transmittals. These documents are used to provide information, to ask for information, to get approvals, and to basically disseminate approved documents across all the different parties involved. All of these documents need to be tracked very carefully because in the construction trade, 90% of the projects end up in litigation of some sort. And these documents provide the backup information needed to resolve such litigation. The integration of a PMIS tool which natively supports this document management with the Cloud ERP provides you seamless audit with these documents that you can then bring up at the snap of a finger if you need it during a litigation function. So these two examples give you the idea that you need to really, basically achieve potential cost savings, a significant amount of cost savings for E&C firms.
Thank you, Bruce and Neeraj, for your insight. This concludes our series on enabling Oracle Fusion Cloud ERP for the construction and engineering industry. For further questions, please reach out to us at projectp.com to schedule a conversation.